In this video we will talk about Iran and Saudi Arabia agreement. In a recent development, Iran and Saudi Arabia agreed to resume diplomatic ties after years of hostility. This historic deal has wide-reaching implications for the Middle East and beyond, potentially reducing the chances of armed conflict between regional rivals. So, let's take a closer look at how this deal could affect some of the countries in the region. Firstly, let's consider Yemen. The civil war in Yemen has been one of the most devastating conflicts in recent years, with Saudi Arabia supporting the exiled government and Iran backing the Houthi rebels. The deal between Iran and Saudi Arabia could boost efforts to end the conflict and provide relief to one of the world's worst humanitarian disasters. Another country that could be affected is Lebanon. Iran has long backed the Shiite militia Hezbollah, while Saudi Arabia has supported the country's Sunni politicians. Easing tensions between Riyadh and Tehran could lead to a push for political reconciliation in Lebanon, which is facing an unprecedented financial crisis. Moving on to Syria, Iran has backed President Bashar Assad in the country's long war, while Saudi Arabia has supported the rebels seeking to topple him. However, in recent months, some Arab nations have moved closer to Assad. The diplomatic deal could make it more palatable for Riyadh to interact with Assad and potentially strengthen his hand. On the other hand, the deal could complicate Israel's desire to normalize relations with Saudi Arabia. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has long wanted to build closer ties with Riyadh, but this deal with Iran could make that more challenging. It could also make Israel feel more isolated if it decides to carry out a military strike against Iran's nuclear program. Speaking of Iran, the deal could provide new avenues to skirt international sanctions amid the collapse of its 2015 nuclear deal with world powers. This could further exacerbate tensions between Iran and the United States, which remains skeptical of Iran's commitments. Meanwhile, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman wants to pivot the kingdom off crude oil with mega projects, but cross-border attacks could threaten these plans. Therefore, reducing the chances of conflict with Iran could help Saudi Arabia achieve its long-term goals. Finally, the Biden administration has expressed support for the deal, but it remains cautious about Iran's intentions. China's role in mediating the deal could also be a concern for the US, as it relates to the ongoing battle for influence in the region and beyond. Overall, the Iran-Saudi deal has the potential to reduce tensions and conflict in the Middle East, but it's important to remember that its long-term impact remains to be seen. Thank you for watching, and let us know in the comments what you think about this deal and its implications for the region.